Hi everyone, welcome to DD classes. In last video we have discussed about the deficient demand or deflationary gap for class 12. In this video we are going to talk about the measures to correct the deficient demand. What are the measures to correct the deficient demand, that is deflationary gap? During the situation of deficient demand, the level of AD in the economy is less than the full employment level of output. So it happens due to decrease in money supply and availability of credit. So the measures adopted to control the deficient demand are just the opposite of measures used in the excess demand. So what are the measures? Now we are going to follow the measures for the deficient demand. First one is increase in government spending. Second one is decrease in taxes. Increase in government spending. Here it is a part of fiscal policy. So the government incurs expenditure administrative activities. So during deficient demand, the government should increase expenditure on public works like a construction of roads, flyovers, buildings, etc. So with the view to provide the additional income to people. So this will increase the AD and will help to correct the situation of deficient demand. The next is a decrease in taxes. So during deficient demand, government reduce the rates of taxes and even abolish some of the taxes. That is the indirect taxes. So it raises the purchasing power of people. So due to increase in disposable income, people are able to spend more on their consumption and the investment. So it raises the level of aggregate demand and helps to control the situation of deficient demand. The next one is increase in money supply or availability of credit. During the deflationary situation, the central bank aims to ensure easy availability of credit and reducing a cost of borrowing money through its monetary policy. We know very well about the two monetary instruments. One is quantitative and qualitative instruments. First one is quantitative instruments. Under the quantitative instruments, decrease in bank rate. And next one is open market operation, that is purchase of securities. And third one is decrease in LRR. So first one is decrease in bank rate. Bank rate refers to the rate at which central bank lends money to the commercial bank as the lender of last resort. So during deficient demand, the central bank reduces the bank rate in order to expand the credit. So it leads to the fall in the market rate of interest, which induce the people to borrow more funds, automatically leads to increase in the aggregate demand. Next is open market operation, that is purchase of securities. So it refers to the sale and purchase of securities in open market by the central bank. During deficient demand, the central bank starts purchasing securities from the open market. So it increases the money supply as well as purchasing power capacity and increase the level of aggregate demand in the economic. The third one is decrease in LRR. So here a decrease in such reserves, that is commercial banks are referred to maintain the legal reserves to raise the ability of the credit. Under this two are there, one is CRR and SLR, and it is a minimum percentage of net demand and time liabilities to be kept by commercial bank with the central bank. To correct the deficient demand, the central bank decreases CRR and SLR. So it increases the amount of effective cash reserve of commercial bank and enhance the credit, the creating the power also. So it helps to minimize the deficiency in demand. Next is qualitative instruments. Here decrease in margin requirement, moral suasion and selective credit control, that is withdraw credit rationing. So decrease in margin requirement means during deficient demand, central bank reduces the margin which enhance the credit creating power of banks. So with the decrease in margin, automatically commercial banks can grant more loans than before against the same amount of securities. So it encourages the borrowers, that is public, to borrow more money and raises the level of aggregate demand. Next is moral suasion, that is advice to encourage lending. So this is a combination of persuasion and pressure that central bank applies on other banks in order to get them act. So during deficient demand, the central bank advises, request or pursued the commercial bank to encourage credit. So it helps to raise the availability of credit and aggregate demand. The last one is selective credit control, that is withdrawal credit rationing. So during deficient demand, the central bank withdraws rationing of credit and make efforts to encourage credit. Now it is your turn. What is the impact of decrease in margin requirement? So the answer for this question is decrease in margin requirement increases the borrowings and raises the aggregate demand. I hope you all understand about the measures to correct the deficient demand or deflationary gap. Thank you.